Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Adekwejuso Guru, and to my returning subscribers, thank you for your love, thank you for your support. And if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please kindly subscribe and turn on your notification button so that I can get updates when I drop subsequent videos. And if you're new to this channel, on this channel we talk about love, we talk about marriage, we talk about courtship, godly parenting, health and lifestyle in general. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about, if you want to avoid heartbreak in your relationship, there is one thing you need to do to avoid heartbreak in your relationship. There is one important thing you need to do before you commit to your relationship, and it is to know your genotype. Yes, know your genotype. This video is actually a continuation to the video I did some time ago talking about things you need to do before you fall in love. This is the second thing amidst all other things that you need to do before you fall in love, which is to know your genotype. Young lady, young guy, before you commit to your relationship, before butterflies start building up in your belly, you are all lovey and all over each other, and you cannot sleep without each other, you need to know your genotype. And I feel like the subject of genotype, the knowledge is all over now, and people are more knowledgeable about it. But the timing at which you do it is very important. And you need to do it at the early stage of your relationship before you allow butterflies to build up in your belly, before you commit to each other. You need to know your genotype at the early stage of your relationship. In a year, we have 365 days. Imagine if you dated a guy or dated someone for 2 years and you don't know your genotype and you are thinking of committing yourself. You are thinking of, oh, I want to settle down with this person, and you now later discover that you both are not compatible. That's like 2 years of your time, of your life, not fully maximized. Because I believe that our relationship should be purposeful and we should have a goal in mind in our love relationship. And when I'm talking about commitment, I'm talking about people that are planning to settle down to get married to each other. I believe that relationship should be purposeful. Even if you feel like you want to do trial and error, you want to check out if you both are going to be good and compatible together, you still need to know your genotype. And the timing at which you know your genotype is very important. You need to know your genotype so that it's going to save you a lot of stress. It's going to save you your time. Your time is life. You can invest your time doing better things. And the time at which you know your genotype is very important in your relationship, and it should be at the early stage of your relationship so that you both will know if you should continue or if you should go your separate ways. Knowing your genotype is very key in your love relationship, in your love affair, in your life. Is very important. If you are thinking of asking the hand of a lady in marriage, you are thinking of accepting the proposal of a brother or of a guy, you need to know your genotype. And don't let anybody tell you, oh, I'm hey, oh, I'm AS. You both should go to laboratory to do your test and see for yourself. And you shouldn't just do it in one laboratory because sometimes there could be mistake. Do it in like 2 or 3 different laboratories. Go together. Don't let someone go. Don't let the guy go and tell you this is my result, because he may lie about his result. But you both should go together, get tested together, see for yourself, but do it in different laboratories just to exclude if there's any mistake. So it's very important that you both know your genotype, and you know it at the early stage of relationship before you allow butterflies to build up in your belly and you're all love you can't sleep without each other. Another reason why you also need to know your genotype is to save you a lot of stress, emotional stress, financial stress, a lot. It's going to prevent you from wasting your time, and it's going to help you to be it's going to help you to know how to use your faith. In that sense, I mean that, oh, let's say you are hey, and you know that the person I'm about to get married to, or that we are looking at committing to each other, is AS or SS. You will know, okay, this person could fall sick, and you know you it will help you to prepare you to for what to expect and how to cope, because it's going to be demanding and you need to be there for the person. Because people that have sickle cell, people that are sickle cell carrier, they may fall sick frequently and they need emotional support. They need support. So you need to know what you are in for if you are ready to support the individual. So it's very important, young ladies, very important, young guy, to know your genotype at the early stage of your relationship before butterflies start building up in your belly. Because if you know it later, it's going to be heartbreaking. You have committed your time, you have built together, you have bonded, and you now discover that, oh, you're not compatible. It's going to be very painful. So it's very important that you know your genotype at early stage of your relationship. Yes, it is very important. Before you commit to your relationship, you have to know your genotype. And I feel like the knowledge of genotype is all over. Everyone should be knowledgeable. But for the benefit of those that don't know, I'm going to leave I'm going to explain different types of genotype and those that can marry in the description of this video. And this video is a continuation to the video I did sometime talking about things you need to do before you fall in love. I'm going to also leave the link to that video in this description so that you can get updated knowledge. So you need to know your genotype before you commit to your relationship so that you can avoid heartbreaks, you can avoid stress, avoid waste of time, waste of resources, waste of money, and it's going to save you a lot. It's going to save you a lot if you know your genotype. You know if you both should commit, you should continue, or you both should go your separate ways. And like I said, the timing at which it is done is very important, and it should be done at the early stage of your relationship before you both commit to each other and before you start building or start bonding. So it's very important as a young lady, as a young guy, for you to know your genotype. If you are hey as a young lady, you still need to know the genotype of your partner. Yes, even though you are hey, you feel I can marry anybody, you still need to know the genotype of your partner, because you have to know what you are aiming for. You have to check, oh, if my faith can carry and pull through in case the person falls sick. And yes, for people that are Christian, you feel like, yes, even if my partner is AS or SS, I believe God will change it. God will heal him or her. Yes, I've seen God do miracle. And yes, God really does miracle. I've seen people have their genotype changed. But it's important that you release your faith and see it changed at the early stage of a relationship before you get married. Because if you get married, it's another ball game, it's another game, it's another thing entirely. Marriage is like reality. Everything in your eyes, all the lovey is going to clear off and you're going to face reality. So, young lady, young guy, know your genotype at the early stage of your relationship. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed, please kindly subscribe and turn on your notification button and watch this space for more goodly and more interesting content. Thank you, everyone. See you later. Bye bye.